Hi guys, in this week's video I'm going to be rebuilding my pedal board. I'm going to strip everything off it, rewire it, reorganize it and make it pretty. Okay, so this is the pedal board as it stands. I suppose I could just quickly go through what's on it, the signal path. So we start off with a polytune. Guitar gets plugged straight into that. That goes into an electro-harmonic silencer. It's a noise gate. That then goes into a homemade DIY optical compressor. Then into Earthquaker Devices Acapulco Gold Clone distortion. Then it comes down here to my TC Electronic sub-and-up. Then into my Greenhouse Effects Sludgehammer, which is a distortion fuzz type pedal. Then into the Walrus Audio ARP87, which is a awesome delay. Then up to the Digitech Polara reverb. Down to the Boss Loop Station. And then out to a DIY master volume kill switch / output box. Plan is to rearrange it a little bit to make it a bit more gig friendly, and I want to try to incorporate this 4-channel looper that I built recently. So I'm thinking this might go down here, and I think I might get rid of this kill switch, put this at the top, put the boss at the top, and fix my gain staging a little. I think right now the Earthquaker Devices is before the sub-and-up, and it should definitely be after. The sub-and-up has trouble tracking the pitch of the distorted tone. And I'm thinking I might actually just get rid of my compressor because I never use it. I have a Arctech graphic EQ pedal that I'm thinking of putting back on the board. I might use it as a boost in tone sculpting at some point. I thought it might be cool. For now, let's just disassemble the whole thing, and then we can get started. Okay, I was just trying to try out a arrangement, but I don't really think it's going to work. There's not enough room between the jacks. And honestly, I don't think I need to use this yet. At some point when I'm putting together a bigger board with more pedals, I think this will come in useful to kind of organize it a bit better. But I don't have, well, I have a fair few, but I don't have huge amount of pedals. I had to turn them all upside down to arrange them because the Velcro is far more effective than I thought it was. It actually took a lot of elbow grease to get the pedals off the board. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work this way. I'll leave this out and try to rearrange it. I just want to point out that this is a very punk rock board, really. It's aluminum siding with a bit of shipping container wood. It's just plywood. My friend and bandmate John Quill built it for me. It's simple, cheap and effective. At some point though I will be buying I don't know, pedal train. Maybe not an actual pedal train, maybe one of those cheap Thoman own brand, or are they Harley Benton? But this works perfectly for me for now. Let's just go through what I want. Right. I'm thinking loop station in the top corner. I used to have that down at the bottom because I thought I needed it closer to the edge for easy access, but it turns out I don't use it that often. Definitely want to keep it on the board, but it makes more sense to be up here. Also, the main reason for having this output box was so that the jacks on the top of this, since it was at the end of the signal chain, weren't easy to get to, so having this to the side gave me an output jack right off the board. But now if this is a last in the chain, the output jack is just at the top and it's simple and easy. I need to pick what I need at the bottom, which is the easy access, easy to control stuff. So I definitely want my main distortion pedal, the sledgehammer, because that is definitely the pedal I switch off and on most often. I probably need to have my delay because I use the tap tempo for every song. I need to be able to hit that fairly easy. Then I want to bring down my Acapulco Gold clone to the bottom row. Probably have it beside this guy. The sub and up would be nice to have down there. I do tend to hit that on and off fairly often. The silencer is an always on pedal, so we'll put that up here. The Polara is the same, it's always on. The graphic EQ, I was thinking of using this as a boost pedal. I would be hitting it on and off fairly often then, so I think perhaps it should go at the bottom. Maybe after the sub and up. Polytune can stay up where it was originally, I guess. Now we have a small problem of these jacks. There's not enough room. It's, as far as I can tell, there won't be enough room between my loop station and, well, this will be okay by the looks of it. I don't think this will be. Just give it a test. Yeah, it's going to be, this one just about fits, but the Walrus audio is going to be hanging off the board if I do it this way. And that doesn't really work either. Okay, so this is a problem that I'm going to have to solve. I suppose realistically I could just put the Walrus audio up at the top. I need to check my spacings and everything anyway. Fast forward through it and try and get a decent arrangement. Okay, I think I found a way that I'm happy enough with. My ARP87 is going to be up here now, which isn't ideal for tapping the tempo out, but it'll have to suffice because it's a trade-off, really, and it's not that big of a deal. I hit it fairly easily. I just have to be careful of my sub and ups controls that I don't hit them when I'm trying to tap out the tempo. And everything else should be perfect. All of my gain stages are lined up properly, and the sub and up is in the correct spot now. And the loop station, which will be the output now. And input will be straight into the polytune, and that's actually a better position for the polytune because that's also a pedal I use a lot, obviously, because I'm tuning my guitar to make sure it sounds right, obviously. So yeah, let's start hooking that up. Or, well, velcroing it down. I might have to cut some new cables. We'll see. Okay, so it looks pretty good so far, I think. So what I'm thinking, well, the signal path in this configuration is going to have to be guitar into the polytune, polytune up to silencer, silencer down to sub and up over to EQ, over to earthquaker devices, although I should probably stop calling it that, it's clone. Clone over to sludgehammer, sludgehammer up to delay, delay over to reverb, and reverb into loop station, and loop station to amp. Sounds good to me, I think. I also have the option of external tap tempo for the Walrus Audio ARP87. So if this is too awkward, I can build one and have it beside the board, or shift these over a tad. I'll probably build it into one of these small enclosures, stick it onto the end somewhere or underneath it or something, between two pedals. It won't be a big deal. Might actually be a handy project. Okay, so the next step is I will do the wiring. So now that all looks pretty good. It's tidy enough for me. I'm a little bit annoyed that this isn't tidier, but that's just a little OCD thing. It doesn't really matter. It should function perfectly. Fingers crossed. Well, those famous last words, I just totally jinxed myself. Next I need to set up the power. So the power supply I use is this Strymon OJ. Has plenty of amps or milliamps or whatever you like to call it to power everything. It's 500 milliamp outputs. So what I'll probably try and do is, some of these are digital pedals and they need clean dedicated power, so I'll worry about them first, and then I just plug those ones straight in using a single power cord from a single output. Then the analog pedals, the distortions and that, I'll daisy chain off of one output. So let's get started. Okay, so everything is hooked up. Cable management on this side of the board seems pretty respectable. Cable management on this side of the board is horrible. It's offensive. It's terrible. I think I should get some cable ties. Not sure if I have any on hand though. Okay, so that's about it. It could be prettier, but it's hidden anyway, and the main thing is that the cables aren't hanging down out of it. The most important thing is that the top looks tidy and is ergonomic, I guess. So that's it, that's my new pedal board. Well, my rearranged old pedal board. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of thing, please give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos, one a week, every Sunday night, Monday morning, depending on your time zone. Thanks.